Hello, Nantucket. MassDOT is excited to announce our latest survey of how people travel around the state. It's called the Massachusetts Travel Study, and it helps us figure out how to spend resources and plan services in your area. A random sample of households will be invited to participate, but if you live here on Nantucket, chances are you will be included. So be on the lookout for invitations to hit mailboxes starting this week and all throughout September. We look forward to your partnership in moving towards a better transportation future in Massachusetts and throughout the islands.
NCTV's presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. We are coming to you live from a currently soggy Vito Capizzo Stadium. As you can see, the rain is coming across the field, but we're happy to be here. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Whalers Nation, along with a crew today. We've got DC Collins on the main cam, Sophia Reese on the second cam, Hammy Hurd hanging out with us. He'll be roaming the sidelines, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dick Herman hanging out with me here. Cannot forget, of course, the brains of the ops, Charles Douglas, who's got himself a busy day fooling around with a whole bunch of stuff. But man, it is exciting to be here. Finally, we get to play some football. Supposed to be on Friday night under the lights, but here we are, braving the elements still here on Sunday afternoon. Before we get to our game preview, I do want to thank our founding underwriter for the sports here on the NSC and NCTV, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. They have made the students of Nantucket High School a priority of their philanthropic efforts and have continued those efforts with their support of our broadcast. The Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, proud supporters of Whalers Athletics.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as we continue our pregame warm-ups here. We see the boys getting their final stretches in. Mashpee arrived here. I'm sure that was a nice, comfortable ride over on the boat today. The Whalers are 1-1 on the young season, but man, they have shown a renewed energy and a commitment to success here on the gridiron. Already paying dividends, of course, as new head coach Reese Everett will continue to bring the Whalers football team back into its prominence of yesteryear and even the recent years. The Whalers began the season with a win over Cardinal Spellman, 14-7, the final score, but honestly, that was a pretty dominant performance by the Whalers, unable to take advantage of some things in the first half, but they dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides, and we're going to need some of that action here today. 2 scoring drives from Brock Beamish, and the Whalers cemented that win with some good defensive stops. Spellman scored right at the end of the game, and Whalers were able to gobble up the onside kick. Speaking of Brock Beamish, real quickly, we did get confirmation that he will not start today. He will not play today. He's not even dressing today in concussion protocol, so it'll be Brady Tilton as the backup, and freshman Burke Lombardi with the start here. So congratulations to the Lombardi family. Another one in the making as we continue.
If you're going to give his name, you got to give it right. Lombardi,
excuse me. Of course, you're hearing from Coach Herman, who we have a wonderful piece we're following up. We're riding the coattails of the current article as well. We'll bring that up here in a few minutes. But Lombardi threw a touchdown pass in the game against Carver. Dick, you saw that game. What were your impressions of
I was
the
very
team?
impressed with him. He came in, he showed a lot of confidence for a freshman, and today's a big challenge, though. You got the start for one thing, so now you've been thinking about it all week, and you got the weather conditions. My prediction today is the fields are going to be slow.
Yeah. He's going to do a lot of handing off, I would assume, as well.
The clock is going to run, I think, but I saw the Mashpee quarterback out there. He had a pretty good arm, throwing the ball 15, 20 yards into the wind, so they may still be thinking of passing. But when you get a win like this, you got to think about your passing game and definitely your kicking game. You don't like to kick into that wind too often, no. Yeah,
so as you were saying earlier up here in the in the booth, might be the coin toss might just determine a lot of things here today. You mentioned Dominic Mattiotto, a very senior-laden team, this Mashpee team, but he is the senior quarterback and has seen his fair share of weather, I'm sure, throughout his career. But, man, they always seem to play a tough team here against Mashpee. It's been 7 games since they have beaten Mashpee, up to and including that 29-28 loss a couple years ago. We saw that game, watched that game. Man, it's another good squad that head coach Ryan Treveri has. Plenty of offensive weaponry, again, returning all of his starters as far as the actual skill positions. They've lost their first game, however, that game against DY, a 14-8 game. We'll see DY later on in the season, a roller coaster game. And they've actually gone quite a stretch without a game. What was it, 16 days?
They had a bye week last week, and they played on a Friday night. So you're talking about 16 days without a game. So that could be an advantage to the Whalers.
And as we said, hopefully a very bumpy ride on our way over. We'll have to see if that has any effect on anybody. But yeah, other names on the Mashpee side of things: Ben Squarsha, Ryan Treveri, who was a wide receiver, coach's son as well. Running back Logan Wills, who replaced Squarsha last year, who got injured, actually ran for 1,000 yards as well. So they've got 2 guys that can run it all over the place. And wideout Vinny Panetti will also see some touches on the Mashpee side of things, as long as, they can get the plays off here and the throwing into the wind. But Nantucket obviously has plenty of skill players as well, and we've seen them. The emergence of Amari Bramwell last year. He had 2 touchdowns last week, and certainly explosive on as far as a wide receiver. Aaron Hanlon, who of course had a touchdown last year, led the squad last year with 7 touchdowns. Actually, the Hanlon touchdown was the first week, excuse me. And of course, Big Owen Sullivan, who I'm assuming, we haven't heard any other injury reports, but he was a little banged up last week.
He didn't play last week,
so we'll hope he is back to at least 75. We'll take 75% of Owen Sullivan, that's for darn sure. But sustaining drives, as they were unable to do in the first half against Spellman, we're able to do in the second half. Sustaining drives will be one of those keys as the Whalers, may even try and shorten the game here today. We'll have to see. Had a chance to talk with Coach Machado. He was always a pleasure to chat football with, and he just had a lot of positive energy going for him. Again, as you're starting basically a freshman, a rookie quarterback here in Burke Lombardi, but he said they got good reps in. The energy is there. The O-line is getting their timing down. That was one of their challenges. And he said Coach Reese is really doing a good job of connecting with the kids, and they're buying into that success and trying to build the program back up to, as I said, its prominence. You had the chance to talk to Coach Reese. What are your overall impressions?
That's very important what you just said there. And Coach Reese is bringing back the motivation to the kids. Football is a very motivated sport, and if the kids are gung-ho, they're going to perform for you, so that's important.
Yeah, he's kind of like a drill sergeant in a lot of ways. You got to get the boys to believe in what you're putting out there, and it certainly just sounds like they are. The energy that they bring, even in the warm-ups, and the noise.
They're buying into it.
They're buying into it.
That's very important.
On the defensive side of things, chatted with defensive coach and coordinator Mark Willett. Again, just thrilled with the overall energy. You get rid of a couple of big plays last week against Carver, and you're right in a ball game against a team that has played in the playoffs and has had a very good success despite being in Division 8, one division down. But they had a slip on a defensive backside and a couple of big plays, as I said. But they've got a good core group, a lot of returners, and they throw in a couple of Jenkinson brothers, but guys like Brian Coelho, Jake Haig, Big James Dutra, and I'm calling him Mr. Nasty, Jane Alasko, getting down on all fours there. They will make a difference here and keep this game close. They have plenty of athleticism, and you pinch or two of nastiness in there, and the defensive side of things will be right where it needs to be. They're going to have a good challenge today here, of course, with the Falcons. But enough of me rambling on, Coach. What are your takes? Because we've got a special feature here in today's pregame show. We're going to hear plenty from Coach Herman, but what are your 3 keys for the Whalers to come up with?
The keys today is
we'll call it a minor upset.
Protect the ball. You got to protect the ball today. And that means looking at the win. You got to always figure the win, whether you're throwing or kicking. Kicking game, I think, is going to be more damaging against the strong wind.
Yeah.
Then you got to keep Lombardi in the game.
Yeah.
Handoffs, a few first downs. You can't keep going 3 and out. That's not good. Now we have a new punter today.
Okay.
That's a whole new situation.
Yeah.
That's a whole new situation, and the punting game is going to be very important. And the third thing is you got to keep Mashpee off the field, and that means first downs again for the offense.
Game a little bit. Yeah, continuing drives. I just got my weather update from DC Collins. Gusts up to 26 miles an hour coming out of the west-northwest now, and 61 degrees here at game time. So
can you whip up a meal for Mashpee if they have to spend the night here?
I can, and it will be edible as well. Who knows, man?
But you mentioned Carver. Carver won again yesterday. They're 3-0, but they only beat West Bridgewater 14-6. I was surprised. Maybe West Bridgewater is a lot stronger. We haven't played them in a few years. So
gnarly day out there yesterday for those that were playing football. Man, I mean, probably not as gnarly as it was over here, but certainly rain and
you sound like my wife when she's playing Wordle. Gnarly. I'd have to look that up. I'd have to look that up 3 times to find out what it means.
Well, we've got the stage all set for a very good non-league battle between your Whalers and the Mashpee Falcons, but as I mentioned, we've got a great snippet here with Coach Herman and I. We sat down and chatted. We're riding the coattails of your 15 minutes of fame. We're going to extend it out to maybe 20 minutes.
I love it.
So let's have a look of a little chat between Coach Herman and I, Whalers legend, as we sat down and talked some football.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Coach's Corner.
Want to welcome you, Whalers Nation, to our Coach's Corner. We're going to try and do a little pregame show here for every home game. Happy to have you along, and I got to tell you, I'm just thrilled when I get the chance to chat with this former coach. Of course, we're riding his recent fame from Nantucket Current. Great article on you, and of course, you were a teacher. As I said, a former coach, assistant coach, friend. I am thrilled to call you a colleague now as well. But for this program, we'll introduce you as former assistant coach and current Whalers legend, Mr. Dick Herman. Welcome to the studio. Thanks for joining us and hanging out.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Charles, for having me. And I was going to wear an old coach's shirt here, but then they might get me mixed up and put me on the field tomorrow.
You never know. There's a lot of assistant coaches roaming the sidelines now. So
I think there was more assistant coaches there last week than Vito had on his first practice back in 1964.
Players, right? Exactly. Well, obviously, as we noted, the Current did a great article on you, going through a lot of historic moments, and you have spent many a year as part of not only Nantucket, but the Nantucket schooling system. How many years total? And include the broadcasting, because that counts as involvement with the Whalers athletics.
Well, it started in 1966. The first 4 years I taught from 66 to 2001, 35 years. I volunteered and was a scout for Vito for 4 years until 1970. Then I was his assistant for 16 years, from 70 to 85. And I sort of took a year off. I was planning to take a year off. My wife was going off island to become a dental hygienist, and so I took a year off. But the TV job opened up, and Vito said to me, "Why don't you just do TV on weekends?" Blah blah blah. So I did, and that started in '85. So this is my 38th year announcing Whaler football games on TV.
That's unbelievable. Again, all these little accolades, certainly well-deserved, as you do just a phenomenal job. Not only just the analysis, but your connection to the kids. What did you actually prefer? Did you enjoy the teaching aspect of it, the coaching aspect of it, or even the broadcasting aspect of it? What did you prefer?
The coaching aspect was nice because you had a small goal. You get ready for a football game. Football is a unique sport. You play once a week. You usually play it the same day. Weather changes things naturally, and Friday's become more popular than Saturday. But in those days, you played every Saturday, blah blah blah, and so that was unique. So you'd set a goal Sunday, Monday, and you'd work the plan out during the week, and hopefully it came together, and you got a victory at the end. And it worked for Vito. We wound up with 292.
I was going to say there was plenty of victories.
And
to
I was there for almost half of them. I think I wound up being assistant for about 122, something like that.
That's amazing. And in your tenure as the assistant coach, talk to me about championships. How did that play out? Because obviously it's a different format now, and maybe a couple of the teams that you were, your favorite teams, your favorite moments.
Yeah, when I was volunteering and scouting, there was no league. The Mayflower League hadn't been formed yet, and you were playing P-Town twice. That was the big rival. Playing the Vineyard twice, it wasn't a big rival in those days. And picking up any other games you didn't. And Vito got together with a coach, Vin Hickey. I was actually before Vin Hickey, up at Blue Hills.
Sure.
Started about forming the league. So the Mayflower League was formed in 1970. So it was Nantucket, Blue Hills, Southeast, Masters Vineyard, and P-Town with the 5 teams in it. Nantucket won that first year. My first year coaching was the first championship.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and then the following year, Nantucket won it again, but P-Town turned Nantucket in for using an ineligible kid, a kid who didn't finish school in June the previous year and was on the squad. So the P-Town won it the second year, and then it sort of went into a spell where the Mayflower League grew.
Sure.
Pawnaquit jumped in, Manchester jumped in, Bristol Plymouth jumped in, and it was getting harder to compete. But then all of a sudden in '79, Nantucket won the Mayflower League, and they won it for the next 4 years in a row, 79, 80, well actually 81 we lost, and 82, 83, 4 out of 5 years, and went to the Super Bowl 3 out of the 4 years. So that was a great run there. And then it dropped off again, but now Nantucket's back in the 90s, and they won a couple more in the early 90s and another one in the late 90s. I think the last one was probably 2002, maybe, the last one. But the Mayflower League sort of dried up after that. Right. And it was hard to get teams. The Cape and Islands is a unique situation. It's close by. You don't have to do a lot of traveling, but there's not enough small schools. There's not enough middle schools, and the big schools just feast on them. And we see that in some of the games over the last few years. Yeah,
I mean, we've been lucky, obviously, last year with the lacrosse run and the championship. But talk to me about some of those championship moments. Was it, more just got lucky with the athletes? Was it a combination of things? Obviously, Vito had his style of coaching, and you guys were able to make an incredible run of success. But talk to me about those sort of championship teams and what they had as far as, you know, guys and character and
well, certainly
what made them special.
Certainly the players make it easier.
Yeah.
When that group came through with Bo Almodovar, Bo gets all the credit, the name. He was the running back. But we had a tremendous line in those days who blocked. We had a tremendous defense.
Yeah.
The defense won us more. Even the 11-0 season,
Right.
The defense won 2 games outright. We beat Manchester 6-3 late in the game, a famous game, and then we also beat Blue Hills, a team we were supposed to beat up pretty easily.
Yeah.
We only beat them 14-6. Blue Hills had the lead going into the fourth quarter.
Oh, wow.
So the defense kept us in games and
Sure.
so forth, gave us good field position, and the offense made it look easy when they got the good field position.
Right. Taking all the glory, of course. I want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as we continue our pregame warm-up. Just got word and on the scoreboard an extra few minutes for the Falcons to warm up here, so we got about 17 minutes before actual kickoff. Dick, it was just an honor to hang out with you. You've always got such great quips, and amazing how many stories you still got up there, buddy. It's just the wealth of knowledge of Whalers lore runs through. You got to put in a book together.
They tell you to keep your brain open by laughing every day. That lets all the information stay in there that you want to stay in. I have a lot of things in there that I want to tell you.
Most of which will probably make us laugh as well. No doubt about that. Maybe after we get done on camera, you know what I mean? But no, I mean, obviously, just an amazing run you had with Vito and teaching as many kids as you have. I love the point that when somebody's said, "You taught my grandmother." That's the time. That's when you call it. You say it's time.
I did not let that happen.
Right.
That's how I retired in the 35th year and not the 36th, because in the 6th grade that last year was a student of a grandmother that I taught back in 1966.
There you go. Well, we won't hold you to any math on it, but we're so happy and thrilled to have you up here every day and every game. And you know, if you got 30 more in you, we'll take them all. That's for sure. Yeah, the weather just keeps coming in and out of here. It is blowing across the field, in the field. You'll see raindrops on the camera because Mother Nature just decides to do whatever she wants to do today. But you know, as you mentioned, the specialty games, the punting, the kicking, and even throwing the ball is going to be a bit of an adventure today, which, you know, obviously lends itself to an more even playing field. You know, Mashpee comes in with a high-powered offense. They've relied on the pass a little bit more than Nantucket has, and certainly a longer distance passing game with you know, the senior leadership under Mattiotto. You know, any in-game adjustments you think are happening already, or you think they're going to let this thing go and trust that they've got the right game plan in place?
Well, the first big thing that jumps out to me is Mashpee asking for more time.
Yeah.
They've come to this island enough to know that you spend too much time in the island, you might not get the last boat out of here.
That's true.
And second of all, if you haven't played a game in 16 days and you need another 10 minutes to get ready, there might be something wrong with your offense here. You should be ready to roll. And as you say, Mashpee should be the favorite in this game. They have a little bit more experience, high-powered offense, so we'll see what happens. But no, the weather is going to make it a more even game. And I think if Nantucket's going to get a victory here today, they got to take advantage of the playing field and the wind conditions to get the extra points to win it.
Yeah, well, they've been at least walking outside to practice. Probably had a practice inside yesterday, but they've been known that this is going to be the case for a few days since the game was moved from Friday to today, Sunday afternoon. So you hope that we're at least a little more mentally prepared for being out in some nasty weather. And you know, certainly the seniors that are on our squad have seen a rain day or two in their career. But let's take a break here. As you can see, the Whalers are meandering up the hill. They'll be bringing the energy and the flags as they come through here shortly. Again, we've got probably about, well, it looks like about 13 minutes on the clock here before the coin toss and the national anthem. So we'll take another break here on the NSC and NCTV as we get ready for the Falcons versus your Whalers right here on the NSC and NCTV. First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for three. Got it! Huge shot from Cup.
My name is Sheila Lucy. I'm Nantucket Harbor Master and the Director of the Nantucket Lifeguard Program. We're going to offer you some beach safety tips today. My tip is always swim near a lifeguard, pay attention to the signs and the flags, and know what beach access you are at.
Hi, I'm Shane Carey. I'm the Assistant Harbor Master and full-time lifeguard. My safety tip is avoid swimming alone and avoid swimming after dusk.
Hi, I'm Squire. I'm an assistant harbor master out here on Nantucket as well as a full-time lifeguard. And my safety tip is to know your limitations and pick the best beach conditions for you and your family.
Hi, I'm Kevin, lifeguard supervisor. My safety tip is if you need help in the water, raise your hand above your head and signal for help.
My name's Justin. I'm a lifeguard supervisor, and my beach safety tip is to learn rip current safety and talk to the lifeguards at your beach to gain knowledge.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a Nantucket lifeguard, and my beach safety tip is that alcohol and swimming never mix.
I'm Noah, and I'm a Nantucket lifeguard. My beach safety tip is to always enter the water feet first.
Hi, I'm Ethan Coggins. I'm a lifeguard supervisor. My beach safety tip is that Nantucket is a fragile ecosystem. Leave only footprints on the beach. Never leave your trash behind.
I'm JV and I'm a beach lifeguard. My tip for the day is to beat the heat and block the sun.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm a beach lifeguard, and my tip for the day is to designate a person to watch the water.
Welcome to July 4th, 2023. It is busy and hot here on Nantucket, and we're gonna go see what people are up to. Everybody seems to be having a lot of fun around here, so let's go. What is your favorite thing about July 4th on Nantucket?
Just the amount of people everywhere. Everyone's really excited, everyone's dressed up. It was super fun.
I would say my favorite thing is the people and the spirit that everyone's just excited to be here and to celebrate, and most importantly to be together.
I'm from London, so this is my second 4th of July ever. Both times I've been on Nantucket, so I'm very grateful to be here. It's
That's amazing.
a lovely community, everyone is so nice, and yeah, it's really grateful.
And what is the best thing about 4th of July on Nantucket?
Nothing. It's pretty insane here, so I try to avoid.
You feel like it's actually July 4th. The celebration feels like very visceral.
Making more money while working.
It used to be when I was a kid, the fireworks. But for now, oh, wow. Going to the beach if I can.
Oh, I just love it. It's such an old-fashioned part of America here. I just love anything that happens on Main Street. We come down for, and usually for the water fight, I bring a bucket in previous years. But this year I understand that it's a little more low-key, so I enjoyed it just the way it was.
And what's your favorite 4th of July tradition on Nantucket?
The water fight.
The water fight, of course, and watching the line of Juice Bar the whole day. It's pretty great. We got all these people waiting for their 4th of July ice cream.
And we have a trivia question, if you're willing to answer. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed?
1776.
1776.
1776?
1776.
You're correct. Great job. Good job! Yes! How many original colonies were there?
13.
13?
Correct. Good job.
There were 13 colonies that became states.
Correct. See, Father Max is a history major in college.
Yes, I am. That serves me well. Here I am.
Here you are. Well, that was another fun 4th of July in Nantucket. I'm going to go jump in the ocean now because it's really hot out here. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Whistle.
The board of Nantucket Youth Lacrosse and the coaches are wildly passionate about the sport of lacrosse and teaching it to Nantucket's kids. I'm Gary McCarthy, president of Nantucket Youth Lacrosse. The dedication of not only the players, but the parents and coaches to running this program is really inspiring.
So what I love about the Learn to Play program is when I show up every day, the kids are coming smiling and all they want to do is have fun.
This is my 3rd year coaching the girls Learn to Play lacrosse team here. What I really like about it is that for those that are newer to sports, they're learning leadership skills, team building, communication. They're learning not only just how to pick up and pass and catch and shoot in lacrosse. There's so much more to be gained.
The beauty of this program is to grow the love of playing and then to grow the love of the game of lacrosse and playing the game of lacrosse.
I first got involved with Nantucket Youth Lacrosse back in 2012 when we had one U15 team, and it has grown tremendously. It has been incredible to be a part of such a program.
My passion for coaching I didn't know was there until I started. Being on the lacrosse board and helping out coaching has allowed me to kind of give back to Nantucket since it is such a wonderful community.
We're driven as a board to promote inclusiveness across social, cultural, and economic backgrounds. With your assistance, financial assistance, we've been able to do that. We've given scholarships for both registration and lacrosse equipment to over 60 kids. We've also partnered with the Nantucket Boys and Girls Club for all the 1st and 2nd grade Learn to Play program and made the program completely free.
What this has done for us collectively with both teams has brought together a team spirit.
When I first moved here, I found myself kind of looking towards sports and my coaches and teammates to make relationships. But when I got on the practice field and strapped up, that's really where I took off.
It gives them an opportunity to meet their new friends that they may not see in the class all the time, have that team effort and support and friendships that are built, and it's also teaching them a new sport, which is really exciting as well.
Without the youth program, our high school team wouldn't be where we are today. A lot of that is because we've been able to bridge the gap between the youth program and the high school program. They all work together. They start working on plays when they're in U11, U13, and then they fine-tune them at U15, and it gives us the opportunity to grow.
And that's what it is. It's a pipeline. And if the bigger you can start the pipeline early, the more the high school is going to benefit in the end.
The time that they're able to spend together on the boat, on the bus, hanging out, our 50-minute game is actually an 8-hour game. These girls grow up together, they learn to work together, they learn how to travel together. It's one of the better organizations on the island, and I'm proud to say I was a part of it.
Look, this doesn't happen without you. We love the sport. We love what we're doing as a group. As I say, the board is extremely passionate, not just about lacrosse, but at building a community, a lacrosse community inside of Nantucket's community. So thank you. We're very appreciative.
With the eye of the tiger, love that. Want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. As you can see, the Whalers, with a little eye of the tiger, making their way down the ramp. The flags are howling. But we are just about ready to play some football here, Dick. Finally.
Finally. The eye of the tiger. That was popular with the 1980 team. So
yeah, baby.
Somebody's looking back at the old tapes.
Rocky 2, baby. Love that. And the Whalers have entered the football field. Glad it didn't fall.
Nobody wants to get hurt running through the banner. No.
Exactly. Well, there was a little extra time on the pregame clock, so we showed you a couple things, including a great interview that Dick and I had just yesterday, hanging out, chatting some football. Always great to pick the brain of the legend that is Dick Herman, and we're going to try and get you up to Fenway. I know your wife's got some plans already in place,
yeah,
but we'll have to see about that.
We're booked to be in Raleigh, North Carolina for Thanksgiving, so
there you go.
Got some finagling to do.
Well, we might
but you had a hard
charter
time.
a plane and get you back up here and get you back down there.
You had a hard time getting me here today, because
that's true.
The only thing that'll get me off the couch on Sunday in the fall is a Whaler football game.
There you go, baby.
Otherwise, I'd be laid out there right now watching Pittsburgh and San Diego.
Yeah, well, the Patriots already played, so at least it was that. At least it was that.
You said they played?
Well, they tried.
They showed up the other night. I don't think
sure.
they played. No.
Well, we usually don't pay attention to the coin toss, but I think we might pay attention to see who ends up winning this thing, because this is an important decision already before we even get to the kickoff. Do you defer and play the win game?
I take the win first.
Yeah, right.
I take the win first if I get it. Who do we have out there for the Whalers? Captains each game, so we got to check on it. I think I see a 27, Jake Haig.
Jake Haig. Couldn't catch the other numbers there before the Mashpee guys got in the way.
We'll catch the rest of them as they turn and head off. Jake Haig is one of the 4 Whalers out there. I only see 4 officials here today. We usually have 5.
There's 2 in the huddle there, so.
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe there is 5.
Yeah, 1 on each side. I see the white hat, and then there's another one.
If there is 5, there's 1 too many.
There's the toss. Mattiotto doing some fancy footwork to get out of the way of the coin there. And again, 61 degrees, but man, it is howling. I see a gust up to 29 miles an hour as DC Collins has got his weatherman app.
Mashpee won the toss, and the Whalers took the ball, which means Mashpee
plays the win.
They got the win in the first quarter, so things line up right for Mashpee. 22 is also out there. Owen Sullivan.
22, 67, and Ray, number 14, Rashawn Ray. Also one of the game captains. That's a cool little twist on the captain.
So
you don't
John
pick one
Marley.
for the season, you pick one every game.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
It helps focus practice.
Spreads the wealth a little bit,
It
yeah.
spreads it around, and it also makes the kids a little bit hungry in practice to work towards a goal. Another small goal. Football is made up of a lot of small goals. You don't come into the season and say, I'm going to win the Super Bowl. You come into the season and say, I'm going to win next week.
Yep.
And I'm going to practice well on Wednesday, things like that.
Yes, let the coaches worry about winning Super Bowls and all that other stuff. You know, that your job is to do one thing at a time and succeed at that one play at a time.
All right, so all of a sudden we're gonna have the national anthem first. We'll talk after that. Okay, we're ready for a little football.
Yeah,
out
quick
here.
kick on the national anthem. We usually have a little introduction, but apparently no one up in the booth
Yeah, they
on
just,
the PA. So it's always an adventure, Dick. You know, it's never a dull moment.
That's what happens when you get games on Sunday afternoon.
That's
you
right.
You don't get the A crew all the time, but
right.
certainly Charles brought the A crew here for the NCTV.
We got ourselves a crew again. Thanks very much to all involved. We got Hammy Hurd down with Colby Lucas on the ground. DC Collins up here in the booth with us on the main cam, and Sophia Reese over on camera number 2 at the far end of the field house. As you can see, Mashpee getting ready to kick it off to the Whalers.
I don't think the Whalers are deep enough. They got somebody on the 10. They may get it over his head. Kicking with the wind, but as we talked about, the wind sort of shifts going straight down the field as coming across the field. You're looking up at the flag, it sort of turns towards us every once in a while.
Mashpee breaks their brief huddle, and Whalers Nation, are you ready? Game number 3 for the Whalers underway. End over end kick fielded by Sullivan. He'll get across the 20, 25, got a little hole, breaks the tackle, and will rumble across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Good field position to begin things for the Whalers. That was actually Aaron Hanlon, number 11, excuse me. Wasn't 2-2, it was 1-1.
Very important run back there to get decent field position for the freshman quarterback, Lombardi. Very important series for Burke here as he settles in. See if we can get the Wheels a first down or two and get it across midfield.
And a quick congratulations to Travis and his family, of course, the athletic director's son, getting the first start as a freshman here at Vito Capizzo Stadium, continuing the Lombardi tradition of great athletes here. That short,
nice run there.
Shotgun and a handoff. We should see plenty of that to Owen Sullivan across the 40 to about the 42. So a nice gain of.
I don't want to rub it in though, but I think
when 4 yards right away.
When Travis was a freshman,
Yeah.
I think he was a backup on the freshman team. So.
Okay, there you go.
I don't want to rub it in, Travis.
His son has already bested him, starting the third game of the year for the Whalers here. Of course, we wish the best to Brock Beamish. I was able to chat with him out the window as he was entering. He'll practice next week, so we'll see him back on the field, of course, next week, barring any setbacks. 2nd and 6, call it 7. Mashpee saw something in a little bit of a broken play there as Burt goes for about 4 yards, bringing up a short 3rd and 2 here, a manageable 3rd down for the Whalers.
Yeah, he doesn't make the handoff there, but he had the know-how to go ahead and run it up the field. I think it was about a 6-yard pickup, 3rd and 1 here.
3rd and 1. I like your math better than mine.
And I think you're already in 4-down territory with this wind in your face.
Yeah, could be. So already a crucial 3rd down. Got to hurry it up here as that play again comes in a little slow.
Yeah, you don't want to get a delay of game. We haven't had any yet this year. Let's not start right now.
Oh boy, knock on some wood. Coach Herman's already broadcaster jinxed us. Hanlon in motion. He'll get it on the jet sweep, and the Falcons are all ready for that one. Hanlon fortunate to hang on to the ball there as he loses about 4 yards. So
that's
we'll
tough. When you have 3rd and 1, you start running sweeps like that. That's what happens.
Mashpee linebacker able to blow the crease, and it'll be Ray coming back to punt here. We'll have to see if it's a quick kick or if he drops back into a normal position. But number 14, Rashawn Ray. And movement on the line. So that'll move it back 5 more yards, not what the punting team needs there.
Not the way you draw it up. One thing you know that you're going to do every week is punt the ball.
Yep.
So you should be ready to punt the ball. It's almost like they were surprised that they were getting ready to punt.
So 4th and now 9 as the snap goes back. Ray End over end, takes a wobbly bounce and jump on it. Almost hit a Mashpee player there, but the Whalers down it at the 36-yard line. So, you know, under these elements, a decent kick.
If
But the
Mashpee's
Falcons will take over for their first possession of the game.
If Mashpee's going to throw the ball, I think we're going to see it early here with the win. They know it's going to be a short quarter. Down under nine and a half minutes here. You may see them throw the ball right away.
As the Falcons get set up, 3 running backs in the backfield, and it'll be a handoff. Whalers are there. No gain, maybe a yard, if any.
Good defense there by the Whalers. They swarmed them, brought them right down, and you're right, he might have not even picked up a yard. Let's see where they spotted.
That's Squarsha. Ben Squarsha again coming back from an injury last year. And he was the RB1 for Mashpee last year and went down. Wills took over and ran for over 1,000. So plenty of weapons in the backfield. When
your backup can do that.
Yeah.
You know you got an offensive line too.
Now in the shotgun, we'll see if they actually do pass. He keeps it. And Mattiato's got some room to run just across the 50. To the Whaler 49, that's first down yardage for their quarterback as he rumbles for about 13.
I'm not so sure that's not a broken play either. He looked for the hole, but then he paused. Nice run by the quarterback.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe it was that inside handoff on the jet sweep and the running back slipped a little bit in motion. And again, Mattiato, senior quarterback, did the right thing and tucked it and ran it. And he's got himself a first down right on the 50.
So the 2 best plays of the game so far are by quarterbacks on broken plays.
Yeah.
And the coaches drew up plays all week for that.
So under center, Mattiato again. And it'll be a quick handoff and nothing doing. Maybe a yard there as a swarm of Whaler defensive linemen gobble that one.
Boy, I heard the fans over there yelling that one. I thought the ball came out the way they were yelling, but there was just a good pop there. Made them know that the middle of the line is not open.
So 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Falcons as the clock is under 8 minutes to go, 7:45 and counting. No score here, first quarter, first drive for the Falcons. Whalers unable to get a first down on their first drive.
I'm very surprised they haven't thrown the ball yet. Maybe this will be the down.
Treveri, the wide receiver closest to us. Excuse me. And a flag will stop play here as
either too much time or somebody moved. It's going to go against Mashpee.
By the way, it's going to be against Mashpee. That'll bring up 2nd and long.
Turn the clock back on.
14.
See what happens on this play. 3rd and 9 for Mashpee. Nantucket defense looking strong so far. Mashpee was at Carver last week. I saw them there scouting, so they knew what the Whalers did last week.
There's a pass over the head of Treveri. Again, it could have been a slippery ball there. Mattiato unable to get a good grip on it, and that sailed well over the head of Treveri. So the Falcons now face a 4th and 9 at about the 50, and they will punt it.
They're going to punt it. Yeah, you want to play field position today. If the Whalers don't handle this punt cleanly, they could be having poor field position. We'll see where it goes. 2 guys back deep for the Whalers.
So clock stops at 6:14. Here's a punt, end over end kick, and that will Bounce, and Hanlon will get it. Evade one.
Oh, face mask.
And a fumble, and he'll dive on it. And no flag for the face mask?
No I saw the face mask. No flag came out. There was official behind him, and there was an official right on this sideline. Here's a flag.
Stop.
Here it is up here. Here it
they
is
got one
up
up
here.
here.
Yeah. Well, that was the official on the sideline. So he must have just dropped it and then ran down the field. Definite face mask.
Let's hope Dick is right.
Nantucket's ready to run the play, but the officials haven't decided where to put the ball. The chains haven't been moved yet either. They got to place the ball first and then move the chains second. They look like, oh, now they're waving it off.
Somebody make a decision here.
Well, the decision was that the flag never came out. And I saw it, you saw it,
yeah.
But it never came out. So they're going to get the ball where Hanlon fell on it after the fumble. So that was a good recovery.
Yep, they're moving the sticks back. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Whalers at their own 18-yard line. Again, Hanlon got at least smacked in the face.
The 10-yarder would have been nice there, getting it out past the 20, but so be it.
The Burke Lombardi second drive of the game, back to pass. He's going to actually run it and dives ahead for about a yard, trying to get some footing there. And again, another potentially broken play there. But a 1-yard gain for the freshman quarterback as he dives ahead. 2nd and 9 now for the Whalers as the clock continues to run here in the first quarter.
Yeah, a little bit confusing there. I'm not sure he's rolling out to run, rolling out because of the broken play. But anyways, 2nd and 9, and Whalers would like to get another first. You get another first down, Nicole, you can get the wind in your favor.
That's right.
Keeping the eye on the clock, it's down to about 5:20. It'll be under 5 after this play.
Lombardi with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the short side. Here's Hanlon going in motion. He'll go behind the play, and the handoff goes up the middle. And not much doing there for the Whalers. So Sullivan gobbled up after maybe another yard or 2. They might get him across the 20 to the 21. Nope, right? Yeah, we'll call it the 21. So that brings up 3rd and long, and this could be the first official pass for Burke Lombardi here, facing a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, the coaches have tough decisions here to make. Do you put the ball in the air, stopping the clock if it's incomplete, not trusting your quarterback not to throw the incompletion or the interception?
And the field position game, obviously, with the punt team not, able to kick it that far into the wind. Mashpee could potentially get some good field position. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Lombardi back to pass, looking, firing. Ooh, nearly.
Yeah, so that's you get the clock stopped, and now you got to punt
down on the field as well. So Mashpee's going to have a decision here.
I would, if I was Mashpee, I'd take the 5 yards. No, they're going to
decline it, so it brings up 4th down and about 7. So again, the Whalers going to have to punt.
When you defer it, not take the penalty, you lose the 5 yards.
Right.
You push them back. That's just like gaining 5 yards on your first down. That's the way I always looked at it. But anyways, punting into the wind, Mashpee should have get the ball on their side of the field here.
Yeah, no doubt. Ray takes a couple of steps back. Good snap. Kick is down.
Nice kick.
Good low kick. Tough bounce. Will go across the 50. So Whalers got to be happy with that.
Yeah, it was a nice kick. It just didn't take the right bounce for them. They could have picked up another 5 to 10 yards on the bounce, but they'll take it across midfield. And Mashpee's going to have 3:59 with the wind at their back. So Nantucket has to make one more stand here to get the ball back in their hands.
So nothing doing, no first downs here for the Whalers in their first 2 possessions. Mashpee got 1 on a quarterback keeper, and they will begin their second possession on the 47-yard line, their own 47, after the Whalers punt. Still no score here. As Dick mentioned, just about 4 minutes to go here, just under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mattiato under center, and quick handoff, trying to gain the wide side. Haig able to get a foot on him, and staying in bounds is Treveri, as he does a good job getting close to first down yards. He'll be just short, but a good run on first down for Mashpee.
Yeah, they had a lot of open field there, and he took advantage of it.
Haig did a good job of stretching it out and making at least an open field stop. We'll get some more Blue Jackets over here.
Wills got a good spot out of that. I thought he was closer to the first down than they give him. 2nd and 2 though. Mashpee tries to get their second first down of the first half.
Again, Mattiato under center. He'll hand it off, and first down yardage as number 22, Logan Wills, gets his first attempt. Again, a 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Second first down for Mashpee as the sticks move inside the Whalers' 40-yard line to the 39, where it'll be 1st and 10. Just over 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
Okay, the Whaler defense here looking to make a stand here.
Wills once again in the backfield, the lone setback. Mattiato will give it to him on a misdirection. Nice block on the interior, and he'll fall ahead to about the 35-yard line. Give it a gain of 3, maybe 4.
The Mashpee running back there made a good cut.
Yeah.
Looking at his blocks, Wills could have had him in the backfield, but he dodged around, picked up 4 yards. 2nd and, well, maybe 7, 3 yards.
So Wills with a couple of carries. And the Falcons rotate in a couple more fresh bodies here. I formation behind Mattiato. Traditional setup there with a tight end and everything. Handoff and a good run. Stiff arm for first down yardage for Mashpee.
Okay, Mashpee's got the drive going here now, and the Nantucket defense got to come up. 2:02 to go, but they're not worrying about the wind here, Chris. They got their running game going right now.
Yeah, that was number 9, Ben Squarsha. Again, he had a run in the first possession, and again was the starter last year as the Falcons are inside the Whalers' 30 to the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Under center again, little fake, and here's a run wide open in the flat, and that'll be a first down as the Falcons are knocking on the door just outside the 10-yard line. Looked like the tight end there.
That's the first completion of the day. Both teams had missed their first pass of the day, but that was a safe, very safe pass there, and nice catch and run after the catch.
Yeah, nobody in the neighborhood there for the Whalers defensively, so that's a big gain, about 18 yards and first down just outside the 10, so it looks like they can almost get a first. Man,
no, they brought the chains down, so they're saying it's first and goal.
Clock continues to run as we approach a minute left here in the first. Mattiato keeps it himself, and he's got space and will score a Mashpee touchdown.
He faked the Whalers out on that.
Yeah.
Everybody was going towards the ball carrier, including me, and he ripped it off left tackle, brought it into the end zone standing up.
Nicely designed little run pass option there, and it looks like Mashpee's going to do the wise thing here and go for 2, even though they have the win. Let's see, Mattiato jogs back into the huddle.
Yeah, I think you're going to see the rollout with the run option.
Yeah.
The Whalers out
very
on
safe
that.
and nice play on the 2-point
Everybody
conversion.
was going towards the ball carrier, including
Falcons
me.
score with 58 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. They take a 6-0 lead, looking for the 2-point conversion. Again, this is a scoring play, so a big play here for the Whalers already. See if they can keep them out of the end zone here and hold it to a 6-0 score. Again, Mattiato rolls out. He's got a man, and the conversion is good. So
yeah,
8-0.
wide open.
Mashpee takes advantage of the wind and the short field and roams down the field and scores on the Mattiato scamper from 10 yards out. 2-point conversion is good.
not only does Mashpee take the lead, get the 2-point conversion, 8-0, but they also keep the win for the kickoff, which is important.
Oh, yeah,
If Nantucket could have held them out of the end zone to get the ball turned around, at least the kickoff would be coming into the wind.
Yep.
Now they're going to power it down again. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mashpee pins Nantucket deep is to start using their timeouts here early to make Nantucket punt into the wind again.
Interesting thought there. And a late arrival for the Whalers as the squib kick comes up front, and he's down.
Yeah.
That was number 6, Jeremy Jenkinson.
You can do that in the pros,
Yeah,
but you can't do it here in high school.
Still not bad field position. It'll be at the 30-yard line for the Whalers. Interesting with the squib kick. He got the wind. Maybe it was just a miss.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hit. I do that quite often on the golf course. Squib. Worm burner, if you will. So third possession for Nantucket. They're still looking for their first down. The Falcons have now taken an 8-0 lead as we're 55 seconds away from flipping the field and flipping the wind.
Yeah, without any timeouts, Nantucket will turn the ball around, but let's see how Mashpee's thought process is.
And timeout by Mashpee as they had some personnel issues on the defensive side of things, and hearing it from the coach.
Yeah, they lost the
Did not want to waste
timeout.
that.
They lost the timeout there by not having the right personnel going on when they wanted.
So, again, a couple of good drives. The last one culminating in a 10-yard scamper by the senior quarterback, Mazziato. And the Falcons hold an 8-0 lead here as we approach the end of the first quarter. Burke looks a little timid back there, let's say.
Well, it's your first start.
Yeah, I mean, understandable.
You got not the great weather conditions out there, and you're playing a good club here.
Yeah.
And so now, coach over there is telling them, Reese, calm down, guys.
Relax,
Let's just pick up a first down. That's all.
Starts with one.
Just a very simple goal, a first down.
And the Whalers will come out with no huddle here as Lombardi will have Sullivan in the backfield with him. 4 wideouts, so maybe we'll see another pass play. Nope, run up the middle. And hesitated momentarily, but nothing doing there on the line. Again, seems a little slow.
Yeah.
He's got to hit that hole a little bit harder.
Yeah, he opened the game with a real nice run, but that he didn't show it on that one.
So they'll get one more play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Mashpee not worrying about stopping the clock here, so this should be the last play of the first quarter unless they throw the ball. I doubt if they'll throw it here. Let's do a running play, get the wind at your back.
So 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Whalers on their own 31-yard line. Again, the short shotgun trips to the far side, 3 wide receivers. And Lombardi, evades 3 players somehow and will sneak ahead. They went for the fake on the throw there, and that should have been a sack. Lombardi able to muster something out of nothing and gains a couple yards, bringing up 3rd and about 7.
All right, so the clock ticks out. So we have played 1 quarter here at Vito Capizzo Stadium, and Nantucket is losing 8-0 to Mashpee.
We'll take a moment here on the NSC and NCTV and come back with the second quarter play. As Dick mentioned, Mashpee up 8-0, Whalers facing a 3rd and 7 when we come back.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myricko'connell.com. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. Third down upcoming for the Whalers. Quick hand. Oh. Fake handoff, and Sullivan's got it on the run. And first down yardage across the Mashpee 50. Bert Lombardi completes his first pass of the afternoon, and it's a huge pickup on 3rd and 8. First down Whalers at the Mashpee 48-yard line.
Just what the doctor ordered there. Mashpee actually changed their defense there. They went into a sort of a pro defense, a 3-4 and 4 deep, but he threw it under it behind the linebacker and started to ramble down the sidelines. Great play call there by the Whalers.
Good throw, 1st and 10, first down for the Whalers. Inside it goes to Hanlon. He cuts it up, 45, nice run, and good open field tackle there, 4 yards away. So 2nd and 6 as the Whalers are beginning the second quarter with a couple of good plays.
2 good back-to-back plays, that's nice, and a little momentum now. Let's see if they can keep it going here. You may be in 4-down territory.
I think so.
See how
with the wind,
with the wind, how it plays out. You want to keep getting positive yards, though. You can't take a loss.
McKeever and Bramwell closest to us. Bramwell in motion. Inside handoff goes to Sullivan. He blasts ahead. And we'll get to about the 41-yard line, bringing up 3rd and say about 4, a manageable 3rd down.
Now you are in 4-down territory, and you can't run that wide sweep. Last time they were 3rd and 2, they were in the wide sweep and wound up losing 5 yards.
Yep. Again, I would not be surprised a little play action here. Get Burke out outside the tackles.
Get him rolling right, not left.
Yeah, 100%. It's those little intricacies that we love that you bring up. Seriously, it's those little things. It's a lot of little things that add up to a football win, right? Like you said. Lombardi faces a blitz. They come after him. Good pass to Bramwell. Unable to get out of the tackle. Good open field tackle by Logan Wills. So he plays both ways out there all by himself. Good blitz up the middle there. So nice play call to avoid that. But it will be 4th down here and about 6 now.
Yeah, he actually lost about a half a yard on that. They're bringing in the punter. You almost got to play field position here. See if you can pin him back there to get a turnover.
Yeah. So Ray in the game as the punter. Take a step back, couple steps back, as does the Mashpee return man. Good kick, and that will angle into the end zone. Unlucky there. At 9:31 left here in the second quarter, 8-0 the score. Falcons will take over in their own territory.
He got the bounce there that he wanted on the last punt.
Exactly.
If you could have reversed those 2 bounces, field position would be great.
He missed club there, buddy. As once again, I often do on the golf course as well.
Do you drive the ball over the green? Is that what you're
saying?
Well,
I hit it too far sometimes, that's for sure. I hit it hard somewhere, and left, right, center, doesn't matter. I hit it hard somewhere.
And you enjoy doing that, huh?
I do. I picked the wrong profession to play a lot of golf, though. So, I ruin a good walk every now and then. The 19th hole, that's my favorite.
That's a good place.
Mariotto hands it off. No, keeps it himself. He out-faked us again, and he took a good lick across the 25 to maybe the 26, so another good run on that run-pass option.
Yeah, he's tough to bring down, and he's very deceptive in the backfield. Nantucket needs a stop here. If they're going to stay in this game and then they want to pull the upset today, they got to get a stop here, and they got to get the ball back here. 9:05 left here in the half, but you don't want Mashpee moving the ball down the field, taking away the clock.
Yeah, second and just 4 yards as Mattiato picked up 6 on that keeper. Up the middle, and good tackle.
A nice tackle there, else that would have been a first down.
Jeremy Jenkinson brings the wood with a good open field tackle. Still third and very short here. Call it 1 for the Falcons. And unlike a couple of previous games where the Whalers' defensive line lived in the backfield, we haven't seen that yet.
No, they're running some slants and tough blocking there, and they're taking the defensive line out of the game at the moment.
I formation behind Mattiato, and he'll hand it off. No surprise there. First down yardage and a little more as the Falcons' offensive line get behind a little push.
No flag though.
No flag on that one.
I asked one of the officials about that call, and he said it's a new rule. We had a call, and I'm saying, bull.
Yeah. Did not have
that was a lousy one. We're talking about the first game of the year. If anybody is interested, against Cardinal Spellman, when Nantucket lost the first half touchdown when they pushed the runner into the end zone.
Push. So 4 wideouts here for Mattiato as he has a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself again. He's got space across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. So again, a good spread offense there and run it up the middle or just off tackle for Mattiato.
Yeah, now you got to you're the defensive coordinator over there. Now you got to change your defense. You got to change it up. You got to put a spy on the quarterback. Go with the quarterback because he is controlling the game right now. And Mashpee scores another one here in the first half. Will's going to be in the hole deep.
Second and about 2, a long 2 for the Falcons as they eke closer to the midfield stripe here at the 43-yard line. Again, spread offense, single setback, and run pass option, hands it off. Good job by the Whalers. Nice recovery again by Jeremy Jenkinson, one of those Lord of the Rings package at linebacker. Brings up a huge 3rd down here.
Yeah, good job there by the defense. They had him in the backfield, but they still made the open field tackle to keep him from getting the first down here, putting a little bit of pressure on the Mashpee offense here to keep it going.
Was Logan Wills, another run for him as they tag in and out between him and Squarsha in the backfield. And here's Squarsha. Quick handoff up the middle. Fullback gets the carry, and he gets 1st down yardage across the 45 to the 48.
They do have a lot of options there, Chris, and they're with a good quarterback with all those options here. It's tough for the Nantucket defense. They got to find a little bit of a system here to get some momentum back.
Yeah, Brandon Alves, the carry, number 25, the fullback. Again, another senior. And it looks like timeout by the Whalers as they probably discuss all the things that we're talking about, right?
Yeah, they know they got to make a change here. And if you can make a change on the fly, it's one thing making you change at halftime. You can sit down and talk over things, but now you got to make a change on the fly. It can't be a big change, it's going to be a small change. You say to this guy, let's do this instead of this and see if that helps. And right now, 6 minutes to go, Mashpee moves the ball up the field. Even if they don't score, Nantucket might not get the ball back.
Yeah, they flipped the field already here, even if the Whalers are able to come up with the defensive stop. This is turning into another one of those long sustained drives here, a couple 1st downs in a row. And again, as you said, they just got to put a hat on number 18.
Unofficially, I have 7 1st downs for Mashpee, 1 for the Whalers.
For the Whalers,
Not much passing, and we sort of guessed that with the wind conditions. Each team, I have 1 completed pass for each team here. But let's see if they get a little bit of a wrinkle on that defensive line, get them back into the ball game.
1st and 10, Mattiato back to pass. Looking deep, got a man. Oh, nice catch by Squarsha, breaks a tackle and hangs on to the ball. 1st down inside the Whaler 29-yard line. That was Ben Squarsha on the receiving end. Good pass.
The long passes have hurt the Nantucket defense the second week in a row. Last week, Carver had 3 or 4 big ones down the field, 3 touchdowns out of it. That one there was pretty well thrown into the wind.
Yeah.
And so he has a strong arm to throw that ball into the wind.
20-yard gain overall as Mashpee is on the move once again at the Whalers 30, I formation. Handoff, Squarsha breaks through that first line, and he's rumbling ahead for another 10-yard gain and another first down just inside the 20. Clock continues to run, 5:40 and counting. In the first half, Whalers down 8-0. And the red zone is where the Mashpee Falcons are officially, just at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 once again, 10-yard run for Squarsha. So back-to-back big plays for the Falcons offense.
They're clicking it with their offense right now.
Another I formation. Here's Wills with the handoff. Breaks a couple of tackles and ekes ahead for about 5, maybe 4.
They try to grab him in the backfield, just couldn't hang on.
Unable to get the tackle, yep.
Mashpee doesn't go down with the first hit. That wasn't even a hit. That was sort of a grab on the shirt.
Yeah. So, 2nd down and 6, call it a 4-yard gain for Wills. Ball rests at the Whaler 26-yard line. Mattiato once again with an I formation. And another handoff to Wills. They just are running it inside the tackles at will as another first down run for Logan Wills. And the Whalers are in danger of going down 2 scores here.
Yeah, no answer for the running game on the defensive side there. They got to suck it up here. Ball looks like it's down to the 17. Not only are they using clock, they're going to get another score out of it.
Yeah, it's at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
1st and goal for the Falcons.
1st and goal.
And you got the bad seat right there, Dick. Tough spot in the window.
I don't want to stick my head in front of the camera, no.
Formation for the Falcons as they look to take a 2-score lead. And another timeout for the Falcons. So.
Yeah, the coach wants to make sure he gets the 2-score lead here. So he saw something in the lineup or something that he wanted to change in a hurry. So he calls the timeout, gives Nantucket a chance to change something over there. They got to do something because they're just slicing through that line like a hot knife through butter.
Butter, baby. Butter, baby. Yeah, it's been a completely different line of scrimmage than we've seen in the first couple of games, where the Whalers have been able to size up with defensive and offensive line and really dominate the line of scrimmage. But again, offensively, not much going on, so it does put the pressure on the defensive line and the onus on them.
And they should be a little bit tired now because they've been out there the majority of the first half.
Too much is what they've been on there. So 1st and goal here from the Whaler 5 as the Falcons are knocking on the door. Handoff, and that'll easily score as Squarsha, untouched basically, scampers into the end zone for another touchdown as the Falcons take a 14-0 lead here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. 3:57 left here in the 2nd quarter. And
yeah, 5-yard line by Ben Squarsha, a 5-yard run, I mean. 2nd touchdown today. They went for 2 last time. I assume they'll do the same here, Chris.
Yeah, they have Mattiato in there. He's calling out the play here as the Whalers have gone down 2 scores. And again, a score into the win is like a bonus. So I formation, double tight end. Mattiato under center. And he throws it, got a man, and another conversion as the Whalers unable to keep the Falcon player out of the end zone. So it's 16-0 now with 3:57 to play. And the offense has got to get something going here in a hurry.
Yeah, so he runs in the touchdown and catches the 2-point conversion. And, yeah, 16-0. You got yourself in a deep hole here now on a day when you're playing a freshman quarterback and you're playing against a team with a lot of weapons, and they're using them all. I mean, I think they've had 6 or 7 different running backs.
Touches for
people.
Yeah, because we've definitely seen Treveri run it. Obviously Mattiato, Squarsha, Wills. And the fullback, I believe, was number 25, Alves. He got a first down run as well. So that's at least 5 guys. And a little squib kick here as it's still on the ground. And finally, McKeever able to jump on it. So the Whalers will start at their own 26-yard line, maybe the 27. So good job by the Mashpee kickoff squad. So Jenkinson let it go by him. He probably should have dove on it.
Yeah, you gotta stop that. You don't want it to roll. You got to remember that a kickoff is a live ball, so you want to stop it as soon as possible. So you get down on it. 3:55 to go, down 16 points. Do you chance of freshman quarterback to come out and start throwing it to get a touchdown right away, or do you try to calm them down?
If they're going to throw, this is the time to do it. 4 wideouts for Lombardi. Single setback. And Hanlon's out there. McKeever unable to break free, but gets a couple of yards on first down. So a completed pass, we'll take that.
Yeah, good start to the drive. Let's see if they can keep it going.
A little hurry up, a little pace on the offense. No huddle. As Lombardi looks at his cheat sheet there. 2nd and about 8. Back to pass Lombardi once again. Scoots up in the pocket and able to scamper ahead close to first down yards. It'll be just short, but brings up a 3rd and 1. Again, a good decision to pack it up and move the chains here. Brings up a manageable 3rd and 2.
You want to get the first
Another
down.
timeout by Mashpee as they had some personnel issues late in on that upcoming play. So the Whalers at least have used up all of Mashpee's timeouts. There's a small victory.
Well, it gives Nantucket a chance to talk over there without using a timeout, and the decision has to be get this first down. That's what you have to do. You got to keep the ball. You don't want to give it back to Mashpee. You want to build some momentum. Still 3 minutes to go here. You keep this drive alive with a first down here. You could start moving the ball down the field and get some offensive momentum going.
Absolutely, and not only that, just give those defensive guys a chance to catch their breath here. They've been on the field for a long time here in the first half. So 16-0 our score. As Dick mentioned, 3:07 to play here in the second quarter. And this is about as crucial a 3rd down as we've faced so far. 3rd and 2. And again, just for momentum's sake, got to get a first down here. Sullivan in the backfield with him. 4 wideouts. And it'll be a fake. Lombardi throws a nice catch. McKeever with some hands there as they get a first down.
That was a dagger. He fired it right in there.
Again, some pace here on the Whalers offense, trying to catch Mashpee with some personnel. And it'll be Lombardi back to pass. Looking deep, got a man out there. Oh, just overthrew Hanlon. He looked one way and had Hanlon sprinting down the field on the far side and nearly got to it.
Boy,
good throw.
He threw that a long way, and yeah.
Plenty of arm from Lombardi there. I like the shot there on 1st and 10. But now you got to come up with a play here to make it a manageable
you need some
3rd down if you get to it.
You need some chunky yardage, at least 5 or 6. Let's see if they have that.
Whalers break the huddle with 2:46 to go here in the second quarter. Down 16-0. Sullivan behind him. Bramwell will get it and have a chance on the edge. Flag down in the area of holding. It could be maybe an illegal block one way or the other.
That'll come back. That'll hurt.
We can hear the Mashpee guys next to us here saying chop block. We'll hope it's just a holding, but Shot block it is, so that'll be a 15-yard affair instead of just a 10-yard penalty. Either way, not a great outcome, as the Whalers will now face a 2nd and long. 2nd and 25.
It's about 8, looks like it's about 18, 19.
Not sure if there's many 2nd and 25 plays in the book there for the freshman quarterback.
Again, you just want to get a piece of it, you know what?
Just going to get a piece of it here. As the rain continues to fall, Bramwell in motion in front of Lombardi. Lombardi's going to scamper and picks up a good spot of yards, nearly all of that penalty yardage. But it will bring up a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, that was the chunk you were looking for here. Now it's manageable, but you got to do the same thing all over again.
And again, maybe down 16, you do think about going for it here on 4th down as the clock continues to run down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
That's certainly a decision you're going to have to make here in a few seconds.
Somebody that gets paid a lot more money than we do gets to make that decision. But first, it's 3rd down here for the Whalers as they have 3 wide receivers to the near side. Once again, Sullivan in the backfield, the lone setback. Coming on the blitz, and a tip pass. Nice catch by Bramwell, and unable to get any head of steam before the Falcons come up with the tackle. Squarsha squashes that play.
Yeah, they blitzed that time. That's why
Bramwell
was
on the
open.
field here, so a huge 4th down, and about 7 upcoming for the Whalers. Ball sits on the 50. So Wills on the blitz there from the outside, able to get a hand on it, but nice concentration by Bramwell, able to bring it in and makes a manageable 4th down here for the Whalers. To say this is huge is an understatement. Down 16-0 as the clock continues to run, close to a minute left here in the 2nd quarter.
It's a gamble. Let's see if it pays off.
Wills comes on the blitz. Nice pickup by the running back as Lombardi's got him in! 1st down, rumbling across the 30 to the 20-yard line. Whalers got to think about a timeout here.
Yeah.
Huge play by Lombardi, and there's the timeout, number 2.
Wow, that was beautiful. They get the timeout, 51 seconds. Now you got at least 4 downs, if not more here.
4th and 7, and a huge pickup by Burke Lombardi.
Have we used 2 timeouts or one? So we got one left. But now I think you're going to see the ball in the air. So if you pick up a 1st down, you use your last timeout. If it's incomplete, that stops the clock. And Mashpee, 2nd time in a row with the blitz, all out blitz here, and they get burnt on it. Great
no
kick
surprise
out there.
Mashpee's blitzing nearly every down.
Did you see the number of the block on this side for the Whalers?
It had to be Sullivan. He was in the backfield.
Sullivan,
huge pickup.
Huge
on the blitz.
Pickup on they gave Lombardi a lot of time. I thought Lombardi was going to take off and try to run for the 1st down.
Yep.
But
which he could have done, but he found a wide open receiver down the field, and the wind has picked up. Just got to look at it, 33 miles an hour now, and you can see those flags. They are pushing as Lombardi takes the snap, fake, and he's looking deep. Ball is hit and nearly picked out of the air by Haig. So an incomplete pass stops the clock, 2nd and 10.
Good mindset there, though, to get rid of the ball and not take the sack.
Yep. Yeah, sack's going to be a killer here. So 2nd and 10 now from the 20-yard line as the Whalers have gotten themselves in their best offensive field position on the 4th down conversion. Huge play, biggest play of the offensive side of things for Nantucket by far. And 2 wide receivers come down to the near side, 2 on the far side. Hanlon, one of those on the far side. McKeever nearest to us. Back to pass, another blitz. And that's going to do it, as we said. Can't take the sack here. Got to call timeout.
Got to call your last timeout here. That hurt.
Loss is only a 4-yard loss, and there's the timeout finally. Again, crucial seconds ticked off there, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, you got to be quick on the timeout. You got to know before the play ends that you're calling the timeout.
If he gets sacked, this is what we're going to do. But 3rd and 14 will be what the Whalers will face behind the sticks here a little bit as the sack from the Falcons. Again, you got to think they're going to be coming after him again here. So something quick.
They're going to be coming. So what you got to do is you got to keep in one of those receivers. Extra protection on both sides. Give Lombardi enough time to look down the field.
Or perhaps a draw play. I don't know. I mean, again, you don't have any timeouts, so.
Draw play is a great call, but without the timeout, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, the Seagulls are showing up for halftime here. It must be a good show.
Got some stuff going on. We got a bunch of seagulls on the field.
We got about 8 or 9 seagulls on the field.
So another huge 3rd down here, 3rd and 14 for the Whaler offense. A little more of a stacked formation as Bramwell goes in motion. Again, another blitz. Stepping up, shot over the middle. Oh, nearly a one-handed grab. Bramwell was open on the far side.
Yeah, that's where I thought he was going. Threw it into traffic there. He had the outside open, didn't see him.
So 4th and 14, again, Whalers got to go here, down 16, and certainly out of field goal range, being the 43, 44 yard, even with the win. That's.
I mean, a field goal is still a 2. Well,
I stand corrected.
It's still a 2-score game. So
this is going to be a boot here. With the win, we'll see. Bad snap, so that takes care of that as Haig's going to get eaten up. Skwarsha once again on the tackle, and the Whalers unable to get the kickoff and turn the ball over on downs.
And that's just like a sack because Mashpee gets the ball right there, and it gives them a chance.
Just 20 seconds left here, but
let's see if Mashpee wants to throw the ball down the field and see if the quarterback can hear one out. Nantucket got burnt last week on 2 or 3 Hail Marys against Carver.
Yeah.
Mashpee had 2 scouts there, 2 coaches there watching the game.
So we'll see I formation behind Mattiato. Looks like they're just going to down it. So they will head to the locker room with a 16-0 lead. The Whalers had their chance here towards the end of the 2nd quarter, but come up empty after the Falcons defense holds tight and a bad snap on the field goal attempt. So a couple of mental errors in addition to a physical error, and the Whalers will head to the locker room down 16-0. You're watching the NSC and NCTV as we will take a break here and bring you the second half. Whalers got some work to do on offense, down 16-0.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for three. Got it! Huge shot from Cup.
He's got it! He's got it! Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck.
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers controls. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us, be a part of our community.
Whalers touchdowns! He's got it! He's got it! Marty score!
community media, from my point of view, is organic.
It's power.
Public access to me gives me an opportunity to get my word out to the larger community of the town that I can't get to on my own.
This is good programming. This is what people say, well, how come they don't ever write anything good in the news, right? This is the good news.
What we're doing is critical, it's important. We have to stay energized and motivated to do this work in our community, but understand that our real mission is to hold up our part as we encourage others to hold up their part around the planet.
So I was 14, I joined SPNN Set It Up program, which is after school program. We created our own TV show that was put out in the public, and I went along, did that till I graduated high school. Currently, I work with Youth Prides. I'm their youth storyteller. I create all their media and content having to do with like telling stories.
It seems like there's been an incessant attack on Black leaders and on Black interest. And we believe we have a right and a duty to respond.
Too often we are encouraged to think of ourselves as insignificant and as meaningless.
Getting involved in a way is telling the world no. And we need more people to say no.
People in neighborhoods can now do what only corporations could do a generation ago.
I'm here live from the mud pit.
Disability Viewpoints can cover disability issues at a little longer length, which the local news hasn't been able to do.
I wanted to share all the wonderful things that life has given to me. I thought, what better way to give back to humanity than to just share from the heart.
Conscious programming to me feels like where we want to go as human beings, where we want to feel alive.
It gives me an opportunity to talk about theater, the arts, writing, directing.
Because it's us, you know, it's the community stepping up and grasping onto their own show.
I connect my culture by myself, but Olelo provide a facility for me.
And that gave me the opportunity to go out in the field and actually use the equipment and get more hands-on experience with it.
If it wasn't for that, you know, I wouldn't be where I am doing what I'm doing today.
Not only did people come up to me and say, I saw you on TV talking about your organization, they asked about it.
And that's how I learned the value of being a producer, because you touched one life and a family that was sitting there, brought them together at that time. I really enjoyed that.
This station broadcasts a lot of different things.
Olelo is unique in that it is offered to everyone who lives on this island.
What my ancestors and my kupuna and my parents and family have done, I get to do it in my own way. Growing up, they've instilled a sense of deep responsibility as being able to keep the stories alive.
Without this opportunity, we might lose it one day.
It gives us an avenue in which we can be heard and also be seen.
And I think public access allows that.
It's given me a chance that I wouldn't have had at the bigger markets or the bigger studios.
It's a powerful mechanism that actually makes people think about things. There's news shows, there's entertainment, there's dialogue, there's debate, and that's all healthy. And I think public access gives that opportunity to everyone. I think without it, we'd be less fulfilled, I think, as a community.
Technology affords collaboration that is global and local, and it's accessible. And I think our mission has to be to continue to ensure that this technology remains in the hands of as many people as possible on planet Earth.
And we want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. Still at the half here. Whalers down 16-0. And Dick, obviously an uphill battle here now, down 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions. What do you think the Whalers got to do here to try and get back in this game or potentially come up with a huge win in comeback fashion?
I don't think the offense is strong enough to come back and score 16 points.
Yeah.
What they need now is help from the defense. Not only help from the defense, you need a defensive score.
Okay.
If you get a defensive score and you get some spark into the defense to play a little bit better, they were on their heels there on that last drive.
Yep.
You can get yourself back into the ball game and get the upset on your mind. Right now, you got to come out and you've got to, get something going. And I don't think the offense is strong enough to score and move down the field. They need a lot of help from the defense and a couple of turnovers.
Yeah, going to need some sort of big play, spark or big play. Like, I agree with you that it's just with the freshman quarterback, the situation here with the weather and the wind just doesn't make it any easier, certainly, but certainly, puts almost too much onus on the quarterback to make plays, especially in the offense that they're running. Whalers haven't been able to control the line of scrimmage as they have in the last couple weeks. Obviously, Mashpee is now going to grit their teeth and come after them. They were already blitzing a lot.
They're already blitzing a lot. So, I mean, they did have that one nice big play, the big pass play that got them down to the 20 there, so that shows they can do it. But you can't live on that. You can't live on that because if Nantucket's going to stand back and throw the ball on every play, you're going to get your quarterback beat up because he's going to get sacked a few times.
And a crucial sack there at the end of the half actually got him out of good field position, ended up with 4th and 14. We thought maybe they would just go for it there, but, they attempted the field goal. Snap was bad, so didn't even get the kick off. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. Honestly, the way they have to score 2 touchdowns.
Well, that's it. The field goal, at that point would have been nice, yes, but it's still a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah.
It's less on the extra point adders, but you still got to score twice, even if you make the field goal. So, not a decision that I would have been favoring in that situation. And you gave the ball back to Mashpee with a chance to throw the ball a couple of times. The coach says, no, put your knee down and go in.
So again, 2 scores for the Falcons. Mattiato got him on the board with a little scamper from about 10 yards out. And then it was Squarsha, the senior running back, able to get it in from about 5 yards out. He was also the beneficiary of the 2-point conversion. So the Falcons got to be happy with where they're at. The Whalers got to come out here and stop that Falcons offense, which they've had a hard time doing.
Yeah, the Falcons got a lot of...
And win the line of scrimmage here in this first drive and maybe come down and score, make things interesting. You never know.
As you say, Mashpee's got a lot of weapons there, but they also used their 2 big guys, a couple of seniors, quarterback, running back, to score the points. So you go to your bread and butter when you need the points, and Mashpee certainly does that there. And a couple of big boys there on defense, not so much size-wise, but quickness. They on those blitzes, they come out of nowhere, and it got Nantucket's attention. Let's see if Nantucket did some thinking about what to do with that in the second half here. And so Lombardi can look the field. Lombardi's got a nice arm, that's for sure.
Yeah, he can throw the ball if he can get some time. And again, he was rolling to the right, as you said, on that big 4th down conversion that got the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line, giving us a little hope here towards the end of the first half. But overall, offensively, they have struggled to put together a decent drive and get it in the end zone here, which is what they're going to need to do twice if they're going to get back in this game.
He can run too, so that's a good option there when he does roll out.
So once again, the Falcons will get the ball here in the to begin the second half, but they will go against the wind. So again, that 3-and-out or a quick drive stoppage by the Whalers defense, all the more important here as the Whalers will now play with the wind, but the Falcons get the ball first.
Yeah, you did all your thinking at halftime, so right now what you got to do is stop them in a hurry and get the ball back. You can't let them start milking the clock here and putting together a drive. Nice strong kickoff here, see if you can pin them back there inside the 20.
I mean, a turnover would be an absolute dream for the Whalers defense here on this possession. Second half upcoming here as the Whalers get ready for the kickoff. Mashpee up 16-0. Nice little end-over-end kick. Fielded at the 13, 14-yard line across the 20. 25, nice open field tackle at the 27 short, or a 24-yard line, I should say. So decent field position, but a good open field tackle there, as there was a little bit of green behind that kickoff returner. If he was able to get through that.
Noah Stringer applied that pop. Nice hit there by Noah.
First and 10 at the Mashpee 24 is where the Falcons will start their first drive of the second half. Looking at 16-0 lead.
Looking at the defense, the defensive front is still the same for Nantucket. Let's see if they got any wrinkles out of it.
And a little hesitation. Will's able to get outside the containment, and good run for first down yardage on first and 10 across the 30 to the 34-yard line. Oh, no, 37-yard line, excuse me.
Mashpee had 10 first downs in the first half, got the first one in the second half. Nantucket's only had 4 for the game. That's very unofficial, but that's Mashpee has much more offense
first
going.
Down right away. I formation behind Mattiato. And another run, missed tackle, but good containment there by the Whalers defense.
Yeah, he shot that hole nicely, and he almost had him dead on in the backfield, but teammates come up and bring him down actually for a small loss, second and long.
Call it no gain as Will's able to get back to the line of scrimmage, avoiding the first tackler behind the line of scrimmage. And another I formation again, as the Whalers have 8 in the box. And Mattiato with a good fake, and he'll get a first down and more across the 50 to the 40, across the 40, 35, all the way into the Whalers' end of things around the 33. Nope, they mark him out at the 35, but a huge run for Dominic Mattiato.
Yeah, he puts the ball into the fullback's stomach and then pulls it out so quick that I don't even know where the ball is.
Nobody knew where the ball was except Dominic Mattiato. Certainly no one on the Whalers defense until it was too late as Mattiato scampered.
He's a little bit of a magician out there. Nice quarterback, nice looking quarterback.
Nearly 30 yards for the Falcons, and they're in business at the Whaler 36. An inside handoff, and here's Treveri with a good run. Again, that counter offense on that play, able to get some room for number 1, coach's son. A good 6-yard gain as the clock continues to run here. Under 10 minutes to go. But
yeah, for every negative play Nantucket gets on defense, the offense of Mashpee comes out with 3 or 4 positive plays, so it's hard to stop them.
And Mattiato will keep it himself, breaks a tackle, and he's got lots of room to run. Good hit by Jenkinson to finish it off, but that's first down yardage once again. Ball will be just outside the 20.
He follows his walk. He follows his walk as well.
Got a stripe down, actually. Uh-oh. Well, we'll take a break here on the NSC and NCTV as they tend to one of the stripes.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myricko'connell.com. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Welcome to July 4th, 2023. It is busy and hot here on Nantucket, and we're gonna go see what people are up to. Everybody seems to be having a lot of fun around here, so let's go. What is your favorite thing about July 4th on Nantucket?
Just the amount of people everywhere. Everyone's really excited, everyone's dressed up. It was super fun.
I would say my favorite thing is the people and the spirit that everyone's just excited to be here and to celebrate, and most importantly to be together.
I'm from London, so this is my second 4th of July ever. Both times I've been on Nantucket, so I'm very grateful to be here. That's amazing. Lovely community, everyone is so nice, and yeah, it's really grateful. And what is the best thing about 4th of July on Nantucket?
Nothing. It's pretty insane here, so I try to avoid.
You feel like it's actually July 4th. The celebration feels like very visceral.
Making more money while working.
It used to be when I was a kid, the fireworks. But for now, oh, wow. Going to the beach if I can.
Oh, I just love it. It's such an old-fashioned part of America here. I just love anything that happens on Main Street. We come down for, and usually for the water fight, I bring a bucket in previous years. But this year I understand that it's a little more low-key, so I enjoyed it just the way it was.
And what's your favorite 4th of July tradition on Nantucket?
The water fight.
The water fight, of course, and watching the line of Juice Bar the whole day. It's pretty great. We got all these people waiting for their 4th of July ice cream.
And we have a trivia question, if you're willing to answer. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed?
1776.
1776.
1776?
1776.
You're correct. Great job. Good job! Yes! How many original colonies were there?
13.
13?
Correct. Good job.
There were 13 colonies that became states.
Correct. See? Bobby Max is a history major in college.
Yes, I am. That serves me well. Here I am.
Here you are. Well, that was another fun 4th of July in Nantucket. I'm going to go jump in the ocean now because it's really hot out here. Bye! Thanks for watching!
There was this mind picture of a drug addict. You're down and out, not somebody you want in the house. But they're our neighbors, they're our relatives, they're our friends.
I still regret not taking that warning like I probably should have.
I truly believe the lowest point of despair is the preventable loss of one's child.
If you have an addiction issue, I want to be able to take care of you. It is an equal opportunity problem.
Need help? Visit addictionsolutionsnantucket.com.
When you add resilient gardens to your outdoor spaces, you contribute to the long-term well-being of the island. Introduce yourself to the Nantucket Footprints virtual garden tours and find inspiration to cultivate biodiversity. The first tour of a native meadow, curated by the Nantucket Conservation Foundation, is now available for free at nantucketfootprints.org.
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for three. Got it! Huge shot from Cup. The attention to the referee, or one of the stripes, continues. He is moving, and as you can hear, a couple of claps for him as he heads into the ambulance, but unfortunately he will likely spend the night here on Nantucket.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
It looked like he just got barreled over by Jeremy Jenkinson, unfortunately, and that's not the dude you want to necessarily mess with, and went back on his head. And you know that hitting the ground like that is not fun. So we wish him the best. I didn't even catch the name of the gentleman that went down, but we hope he is okay, and we'll put the stripes back on here shortly. But this is basically a reset for halftime now, as the kids were all stretching and doing some of their halftime warm-ups. As you can see, it's been about almost a 15-minute delay here now when it's all said and done.
It's the clock is 9:59. It's almost like the old days, a 10-minute quarter. So
right.
Played a couple of minutes. The unfortunate accident. We wish him well, but I've heard people talking, and I was sort of down in the field trying to get a little bit close to it, that he was basically out of it, so a tough blow there, but he was moving, so you took the whack in your head.
He just went right back and didn't brace himself at all, and that when you hit the ground like that, that's a problem. So it will be 2nd and 4 when they get back on the field for the Falcons. They are down at the Whaler 28. They have a 16-0 lead already, so to say the least, it is important, crucial even, for the Whalers to come up with a defensive play here and stop this drive.
Does the delay benefit one team, the offense, or another team, the defense, or is it just a wash for everybody?
I got to think it's kind of a wash here, and I think it benefits Mashpee overall in the sense that they've got a 16-0 lead. And they have a short field to play with here already.
16-0. You're right. Short field. You're right. Another score
corrected.
is.
The last play was 2nd and 4 at the 28. So the first down run actually has the ball resting just outside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Whaler 12-yard line.
That's their fourth first down of this drive, so they have 14 for the game.
And we are back to action here.
Power's out.
Scoreboard just went out.
Power's out.
So the fun continues here at Vito Capizzo Stadium.
I think the ambulance went over the extension cord.
Oh, that's not good. I could have actually.
Coming back on slowly here now.
Okay, there we go. Hey, we've got it. All right.
We're having all sorts of delays here today. Delay to start the game, injury delay to an official, and the extension cord being pulled.
Extension cord, somebody pulled the extension cord. All right, so 1st and 10 at the Whaler 12. Falcons in an I formation. Handoff goes to Wills, avoids one, and Owen Sullivan is there to wrap him up. But the gain of about 3, so good containment overall as the Whalers fired up and stopped Wills as he was about to make another move and maybe scamper into the end zone for another score. Whalers can ill afford pretty much any score here.
Yeah, you go down 3 scores. You don't have the firepower to come back. So it puts them in a tough position.
Another I formation. Handoff goes to Wills. He tries to get through a couple of tacklers. Unable to do so.
There's still loads of time left, but a stop here would go a long way to helping the Whalers.
So opening drive of the second half for the Falcons.
Well,
they have matriculated down to the Whaler 5-yard line and face a 3rd and 4 at about the 6, actually. So they can get a first down without scoring. And obviously 4-down territory for the Falcons offense.
There he is. I like it. He's doing such a nice thing. He's got to get right up the middle.
And a fumble!
Ooh.
Did they score the touchdown first? They did. Oh, he crossed the plane apparently.
As soon as that ball touches the plane, it's a touchdown. Nothing can happen after that.
The Falcons able to score another touchdown. It looked like a quick inside handoff.
Ooh, that would have been a major play for Nantucket. But unfortunately,
so a huge play there as the Falcons score another touchdown.
Yeah, tough break there for the Whalers, getting the fumble. As soon as the ball touches,
yeah, crosses that plane.
It's
and
a touchdown.
Here's a 2-point conversion, back to pass, and a quick out, unable to connect. So the score remains 22-0.
That was a second offense in there, doing the extra point.
Aha.
So maybe they're going to start substituting here. Looks like some new kids going out there. Mashpee coach getting all his players in there, which makes it nice for the Whalers. Whalers are down by 3 scores here. I'd like to mention one bright thing about that injury is that the ambulance has not gone to the hospital.
Oh.
So that means that the fellow inside the ambulance might be doing okay at this moment. Yes, that's a positive.
We'll take it.
Positive there. So kicking into the win here now for Mashpee. Let's see if Nantucket brings their receivers up a little bit and catch the ball on the fly and get a decent field position. They're not going to kick it on the fly.
Picked up by Jenkinson, and he barrels into a Mashpee player.
Woo!
Maybe that'll get a little energy going.
Jenkinson hasn't given up yet, folks. Woo! Nice pop there.
Mashpee fired up as well as number 32, Aiden Amaral. Basically got run over, but was able to make the tackle. So the ball at the 40-yard line, and it looked like it was Logan Wills on the touchdown there for Mashpee, as they now hold a 22-0 lead on the Whalers. Largest deficit the Whalers have faced here all season. Under center, Amari Bramwell tries to get across and outside, gets to the edge, but unable to break free of the tackler. Basically no gain.
Yeah, a lot of east-west running there, no north-south, so you pick up 1 yard for a long run.
give him a yard on the run for Bramwell. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Lombardi was under center that time, maybe for the first time today, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't know if I can't recall if he was under center, if he was under center, so. Slight halftime adjustment as Lombardi once again under center. And an inside handoff. Again, that timing is just not fooling Mashpee here, as it looked like Hamlin got the handoff.
Well, down 22-0 with the wind at your back, you would think that you'd want to throw the ball a little bit here.
Yeah, third and 9 now, an obvious passing down for the Whalers. Down 22 points here in the third quarter. Clock continues to run under 7 minutes, 6:40 and counting. But they've got a tight formation. Bramwell in front of Lombardi. Back to pass. Throw. Intercepted. And Lombardi unable to tackle him. Dutra unable to tackle him. And Mashpee with a pick 6. Put an exclamation point on top of things here in the third quarter. I didn't get the number, but I believe that.
I think it was number 1.
Treveri.
The coach's son.
Yep, Ryan Treveri, senior safety, read the play the whole way and was able to pick it up, and then 47-yard interception return.
See, that's what happens.
For a touchdown.
That's what happened, and you mentioned it just before the snap, is that Mashpee knows they're going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
When the other team knows you're going to throw the ball, you have to be perfect, and he wasn't perfect on that.
So 28-0 now the score.
Now it looks like the ambulance is heading to the hospital,
Yeah.
so the good news is fading. And they're
Back to
bringing
pass again, rifles it, broken up and incomplete, so the score will remain 28-0 after the interception returned for a touchdown for Mashpee. So not the second half start that the Whalers were looking for. Instead of a quick stop, Mashpee goes right down the field, scores, and then picks up another one on the defensive side of things.
I want to go back and answer the question that I put to you about 5 minutes ago. Did the delay benefit the offense or the defense? It certainly benefited the Mashpee offense, as they put up 12 quick points in the last 2 minutes.
Rain begins to spray again here as another quick kick. Got to get that, got to get it. Jenkinson again takes a big hit, stays on his feet. I'll tell you what, Jeremy Jenkinson is a tough dude.
Jeremy has not given up that. Good going there, Jeremy. Keep banging, son. Keep banging them around.
The Mashpee player shaking up on that play, but he'll get off. So 1st and 10 for the Whalers, just across the 40 and about the 43-yard line. So good field position once again.
Now, do you feel gun shy? Does Lombardi feel gun shy with the interception?
I hope not, because again, they do happen, especially when you're now becoming one-sided on offense, when the team knows the defensive team knows you're going for a pass. So hand off to Bramwell. He'll try and get the edge. He's got a player in front of him, but from behind, the Falcons able to get to him here, and pretty much no gain on the play.
Yeah, he had blockers in front of him down the field. He just couldn't get out with the convoy. The convoy was 10 yards down, but he was not behind them.
So they gave 1 yard to Bramwell, 2nd and 9. Clock continues to run, approaching 5 minutes to play here. Whalers break the huddle. Two wide receivers to the near side. Motion in front. is Hanlon. Pass over the middle, broken up, nearly intercepted. A lot of white jerseys in the middle of the field there.
Yeah, they're just dropping back in the middle, but they're still getting a little bit of pressure on them up front. So Mashpee's getting good play all around here on their offensive line, surely, and their defensive line, defensive ends applying some pressure.
So now 3rd and 9 from the Whalers' 44-yard line. As you see, the lights have been turned on here at Vito Capizzo Stadium.
Turning into a night game right in front of us.
That's right. We missed out on it on Friday, but we've got one here. Lombardi with a little swing out to Sullivan. He fumbles the ball and somehow ends up on it. Wow.
Let's see if they call that a completion or not.
They do call it a completion and a fumble.
So that it is a completion, keeps the clock running then.
And brings up 4th and about 15.
Punt is in there. Let's see if he can get off a good one here with the wind at his back. Let's see if Mashpee can cough up a punt.
Whalers could desperately use a turnover here. Tough snap. Kick is off the side of the foot. Coming our way, Dick.
Yeah, I think he got a piece of that.
Yeah.
Partial block there.
So Mashpee will have good field position once again as they begin on the Whalers side of things just across the 50. Or are they going to mark it at the 49? Right at the 50. High formation once again. Quick handoff as the fullback gets the call. Brandon Andrade, junior fullback for the Falcons, plunges ahead for about 4 yards.
He had the second offense in there for the extra point, but he's got the first offense back in here now.
So a disappointing outcome here so far for the Whalers, as we thought it would be a much more competitive game. 28-0 our score. Still lots of time left here in the 3rd.
And it ain't getting any easier next week for homecoming.
That's true.
Sandwich comes to town.
And another big run running through arm tackles as the Falcons continue to pour it on here.
Yeah, I don't have any unofficial team stats, but they are well over, up to 200 yards on the ground here today.
Yeah. Squarsha with a first down run there.
Unofficially, that's his 17th first down.
That's Wills behind Mattiato, and another run by Mattiato, and he is blasting over people.
Well, I saw that play coming. Sooner or later, the defense has to see it coming.
Yeah.
Puts the ball in, takes it out, and runs over the right tackle.
So Mashpee on the move once again, inside the 20, inside the 10 at the Whalers, just outside the 10 actually, at the Whalers 11-yard line. And that defense has been on the field for a long time, and they are showing the wear and tear of getting grinded here by the Mashpee O-line, and just have been unable to stop the running game. Another keeper for Mattiato, and he'll run into a couple of Whaler defenders, but not before he scampers ahead to about the 5-yard line.
Well, we were talking to DJ Scott Capizzo there, who said that he was DJing the homecoming dance last night.
Okay.
And the Whalers were dancing the night away. They should have been home early.
Studying film.
Not dancing the night away. I always thought the homecoming dance was after homecoming, after the game.
Yeah.
Even it is a week before the game.
What do we know?
Has the world changed that much?
Again, the spray is coming in here, as you can probably see on the lens of the cameras. And the Falcons are spraying it all over the place on the offensive side of things. A handoff up the middle and untouched into the end zone goes Logan Wills. And the score will be now 34-0 as the Falcons are pouring it on our Whalers here today.
That's Logan's second today. I have Logan for 2, Ben Scott's going for 2, and the interception by Treveria. 5 TDs, and it's been all Mashpee here today. Whalers showed a little bit of life on a couple of drives, but never could finish them off.
But Mashpee's had all the answers, unfortunately, for Whalers Nation, as they will try an extra point here today.
Kicking into the wind. Let's see what happens.
Kick is up and no good. Wide to the right. So the score will remain 34-0 here with a minute 40 left on the clock here in the third quarter still. Mashpee scored 3 touchdowns here in the third quarter to break it open.
Yeah, 1 touchdown the first quarter, 1 touchdown the second quarter, but 3 this quarter, highlighted by the
pick 6.
53 pick 6. I have it for 53 yards. It's hard to get the pick 6s because it happens so quickly.
Yeah.
You sort of estimate where the ball carrier was. But for a day that with the weather was supposed to be getting a little bit better.
It is not.
Don, that weatherman.
Yeah.
Can we find out where he is? And
who knows?
He predicted that by late afternoon it would be nice.
You know, I'm jealous of the job that the weathermen have because they can get it wrong every day and still have a job. You and I make a mistake, we hear about it. Nice kickoff into the wind. Fielded inside the 20. And that'll be a holding. Should be a flag down. It was a hold.
Nice open field tackle there.
No flag. It'll be 1st and 10 as the Whalers kickoff return to about the 26-yard line.
Eli made a nice catch and movement there, and I thought he might get a little bit more out of it, but good open field tackle by Mashpee. And I think the officials just want to get this game over.
Yeah, that was definitely a hold. It was a tackle, more like.
I'm with you officials. I want to get this game over too.
So 1st and 10 for the Whalers at their own 26-yard line. Bramwell in motion. Lombardi rolls. Looking for Bramwell. Throws. Tip off the hands of...
Nice look there by Lombardi.
Cirillo, I believe. Number 17.
Now it's getting, the conditions out there are going downhill quickly. We make fun of the weatherman, but...
I know you made fun of my word gnarly, but it's looking pretty gnarly out there, maybe.
I still haven't had a chance to check my dictionary to find out what you're talking about. But I don't think it's nice. I don't think
no, it's not nice.
I don't think gnarly means nice.
It is the opposite of nice. Gnarly is the opposite of
well,
nice.
I know some people are enjoying it out there, but they're all seagulls. They're having a blast over there.
That's right. 2nd and 10 for the Whalers. Pass, Hammond's got it! Oh, and he drops it. Oh. Good pass in between a couple of defenders by Lombardi, but Hanlon just off the fingertips.
He pulls that one in, and he might have gone all the way. He was in good position, running in stride, just couldn't hold on to it. And the ball has to be real slippery out there now. Our cameraman is slipping up here, trying to hold on to the camera. So I know the kids down on the field. The kids down on the field have to be feeling it. The fans are still sticking around here. Mashpee brought over a few fans, but I feel bad for them because they're going to get wet and damp, and they got to go back on that boat. And it's nothing worse than trying to warm up on a boat when it's wet and damp. Well,
and
that
Mashpee calls timeout.
I don't know why they call timeout.
To talk things over here with a 34-0 lead.
Whoever called that timeout is not a fan of mine at the moment. So our next game will be
Right back here at Vito Capizzo Stadium on the 28th, it will be the homecoming game. There will be Sandwich paying us a visit.
Yeah, a bunch of games that day. They pushed the football game back, what, a half hour?
Yeah.
To get all the other games in. Homecoming parade in the morning.
Yeah.
The night before, the bonfire.
That's right.
The pig roast, the pep rally,
and,
a lot going on next Friday night.
Support the Boosters Club as they put on another good show. That was a great success last year. A ton of people showed up for that.
One of your buddies here, one of your compadres, Mike Gillies, cooking up the...
He'll be rolling up a storm, I'm sure.
I feel bad for the Island Fair. They have some tough luck trying to find a decent weekend. They moved it inside at the ice rink, but it was lousy yesterday, lousy today, so I don't think they got the attendance they were looking for.
It was packed yesterday. We were there early, and here's another pass play. Lombardi pass completed to Hamlin across the 40, the 45. First down yards for Nantucket. Good throw by Lombardi.
Yeah, that's Nantucket's first down of the second half here. And Lombardi showed good arm strength there.
Try and play with a little pace here as well. Lombardi took a hit, so he'll gather himself. And another good throw, caught. McKeever weaved one in there in between a couple of defenders. Good pass for 8 yards. Second and about 2. Ball at the Mashpee side of things at the 46. Lombardi back to pass again. Gets it off and intercepted, and that's going to go to the house again. No one but blue helmeted jerseys as Logan Wills picks off the pass that went off the fingertips of the Whalers receiver, and he takes it to the house for the second defensive score here in the third quarter.
Tough play there. Logan picks up his third touchdown of the day, and that went for about 55 yards. That happened right in front of me here. Tough break there for Lombardi. Not his fault at all.
No, good pass actually.
Goes in the stat book against them, but good pass. Slippery ball, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Couldn't bring it in right into Logan's mitts, and he carried it. Nobody in front of him.
So an extra point attempt. As the score
They need
is
a
now
ball to
40
try
to
the kick.
nothing. Still 24 seconds left here in this third quarter, and it has been a mess.
long third quarter.
It has been a mess. PAT up,
Block,
blocked.
run it, pick it up and run it. Pick it up and run it. God, they don't know the rules. You got to know it as a rule.
So the whistle ends the play, and the score will remain 40 to nothing here with 24 seconds left.
You want to break the shutout. There's an easy way to break the shutout.
Right.
Pick the ball up, run it down, and get 2 points. 40-0.
Eesh. The rain continues to spit in the window here.
Well, I think the one benefit will be that the clock will run the fourth quarter, right? They won't turn it off, because the third quarter, time-wise, has been longer than the whole first half. First half. We had the unfortunate injury, a couple of timeouts,
and a bunch of Mashpee scores.
and four Mashpee touchdowns. Those darn touchdowns keep stopping the clock.
Yeah, right. I don't.
But the fourth quarter, the clock will run. The fourth quarter will be much quicker. Right now, the major goal for the Whalers is let's break the shutout. Let's not get shut out here today. Get a touchdown. Mashpee should have some subs in there. Going to get the ball back on this kickoff. Lombardi did look a little bit decent on that drive, but unfortunate tip drill.
End over end's going to go out of bounds, so the ball will come out to the 40, I believe, right?
Yes. Well, they can mark it where it went out of bounds. It comes out to the 30, so they'll get at least a 30. They
Okay.
might get a little bit more for one out of bounds. The officials aren't sure where it went out of bounds, so they're just going to pick a spot on the field.
Again, they are playing one man short as we had an injury to one of the officials. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Whalers at their own 30. Still 24 seconds left in the third quarter.
I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night to take the walk to the men's bathroom and say, is it still the third quarter?
24 seconds. Flashback. Well, they move it up to the 35-yard line. Apparently somebody saw that it was out of bounds at the 35. So 1st and 10 at the Whalers' 35-yard line.
And they move the ball over to get out the slippery part of the field.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of footage for Lombardi.
2 wide receivers to the short side of the field. Brady Tilton in motion as, nearly intercepted again as he's trying to force the ball to Aaron Hanlon. Lombardi, undaunted by the interceptions, gotta love that. I mean, still firing it.
Yeah, he's got a nice arm there. A little bit of a sidearm on that one.
Yeah, a little. I grew up, again, in Cleveland, Ohio. Bernie Kosar.
Bernie Kosar.
From the University of Miami had that little sidearm. Of course, Burke can actually move a little better than Bernie Kosar did. He would never have gone outside the pocket.
Were you a Belichick fan then?
Well,
when
he was the coach.
Coaching Bernie?
He only had one opportunity, 1 year. And that misdirection play ends up with a good run by Aaron Hanlon across the 40 to about the 40. Wow, they give him the 44-yard line.
I've heard a lot of good stories about Belichick and Kosar. Are they any of them true? Or
it's hard to say.
You're just a young lad then.
I was a young lad. I wasn't paying that much attention. Hey, we've reached the end of the third quarter. Thank goodness.
Whoopee!
We'll take a break on the NSC and NCTV and come back with the fourth quarter. Mashpee up a lot to a little.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
So 3rd and 2 for the Whalers. Handoff goes inside to Tilton, and he will plunge ahead for, looks like, first down yardage across the 45 to a 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice little cutback there. He gets underneath the tacklers and puts his head down and picks up the first down.
And again, some of those other bodies for the Whalers now maybe going to see some playing time as the Whalers are down 40-0.
Mashpee's got a few new guys in there. They still got pretty much the defensive line still in there, the big guys, but they got some new linebackers and halfbacks.
Whalers break the huddle.
I think they want the shutout.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. 2 wideouts split out. It'll be another handoff to Hanlon. He'll try and get the corner, 46, across the 50. And still on his feet for close to a first down play there. Nice run by Aaron Hanlon. Good hard running.
They give him the first down.
So 12-yard gain for Aaron Hanlon as they looked like they had him bottled up along the sidelines, but he broke free and scampered ahead for some extra yardage and a Whaler first down. Ball rests on the Mashpee 44-yard line. I did like some of that no huddle offense that the Whalers were able to do towards the end of the second quarter, but not doing that here now. Sullivan in the backfield. It'll be Hanlon again trying to find some room across the tackle, inside the tackles, and dives ahead for a couple.
Yeah, second and long.
Maybe 3.
But again, it would be.
The clock will continue to run here throughout the fourth quarter. Whalers down 40-0.
Nantucket would love to get a touchdown, get
just any score.
goose egg off the scoreboard.
And an inside handoff to, let's see who that is. And a flag down as some extracurriculars in the backfield by
that should be 15 yards for the
Falcons
Whalers.
Player.
Yeah, he's getting taken out.
Yep. No reason for that as you are up 40-0, son. But the penalty will be marched off and give the Whalers a first down inside the Falcon 30-yard line. So 1st and 10.
The clock is running, so
here.
they can stand here and talk about it all they want.
So unnecessary roughness called as the Whalers are getting to the line of scrimmage here. The chains haven't even moved yet, but they're letting them play. And the whistle blows, blowing it dead as the change didn't get down there, and actually Mashpee calls timeout.
Come on, coach. They should keep
So we'll
the clock.
take this moment here. We've got Colby Lucas down on the field, our student camera and student reporter, as he'll give us a little update as to the field conditions and what's going on down there. Colby, it's all yours.
So thank you guys. It's been quite a nasty day out. Not a day you want to play football in, and Mashpee's definitely taken advantage of that. They've ran the ball extremely well, played physical, and the morale here, I mean, I'm right in front of the Mashpee bench, so it's quite energetic, but for everyone else here in the stadium, essentially it's been pretty tough. It's been a tough game for it's been a tough game for the team overall.
And the Whalers just scored a touchdown as Colby
that makes it a little bit better.
Eli McKeever,
No
the
shut up,
beneficiary of a 30-yard reception. Of course, we try and do something extra special here, and the Whalers score behind us.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
A great throw and a better catch as McKeever was able to adjust to the ball and score a touchdown. Thanks very much to Colby Lucas for scoring us a touchdown, baby. The extra point attempt upcoming. Good snap, kick is up, and it is good. Sneaks inside the right upright. Into the wind, didn't matter. So the Whalers, hey, keep talking, Colby. Let's score another touchdown.
He's our good luck guy. Keep him on the field.
So the Whalers do break free, and
yeah, nice back-to-back
Burke
plays
Lombardi
here with
able to score a touchdown with his arm. Sorry, Dick, you were saying.
No, I was saying they had some good back-to-back plays, the penalty in the middle of it, and Lombardi, 2 games, 2 touchdown passes. Good start for the freshman quarterback.
Absolutely. Love to get one in there. His first home field touchdown pass, hopefully the first of many. Again, the beneficiary of the 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty. And
the clock is running even after the touchdown, during the touchdown. So
halfway done with the quarter, and another timeout here called by Mashpee on the kickoff.
last time they didn't stop the clock.
So second timeout called by Mashpee on the kickoff. Not sure what was so out of the ordinary there, but
They're not stopping the clock.
So the clock
So he can
will
call.
continue
He can
to
call
run
all
here.
the timeouts he wants. The clock is still running.
So once again, thanks for joining us here on a wet and soggy afternoon. We're watching Whaler football here in the NSC and NCTV. The Whalers scored their first touchdown of the afternoon on a 23-yard pass play from freshman quarterback Burke Lombardi to Eli McKeever. And we'll have to come up with Dick's 3 stars here. Going to be slim pickings here this afternoon, but I think I've got an idea of who you're coming up with.
I got an idea, and I got them ready.
Okay. We'll maybe do a couple more plays here and get the Dick's 3 stars. And fumbled on the kickoff, but down, and oh boy, that's probably going to be a penalty flag.
It could have been a penalty, but the kid didn't really. He did put his knee down, yeah. It could have been a penalty. The referee let that one slide a bit.
Didn't let it slide on our side, fortunately, and let one go there.
So if Mashpee calls one more timeout, the game will be over.
Sure, right? I mean, the clock will just run out, right? One can hope.
Use your timeouts. You don't want to take them home in the boat
Can't
with you.
take them home with you. Might as well use them. So 40-7 our score.
And the Whales are going to drop to 1-2, and as we mentioned, homecoming next weekend.
Doesn't get any easier.
Tough opponent coming to the island, Sandwich.
I think I saw that they won their game on Saturday.
They opened the season 27-12 over Falmouth.
Yeah. And still rumbling here as the Whalers unable to tackle, trying to go for the ball.
They
So
beat,
first down yardage for the Mashpee ball carrier.
and as you mentioned, this week in their second game, they had a bye week. They beat Plymouth North 27-0.
Okay.
So they're outscoring 2 opponents 54-12. So it's going to be a tough homecoming for the Whalers next Saturday. But be here Friday night.
Yeah.
Booster Club, pep rally, bonfire, pig roast. A lot of
All
fun
sorts
going
of fun.
on. No homecoming dance. They already
No dance. They already took care of that, so
had
there you
the
go.
dance.
But I think Scotty will be DJing over at the bonfire, so you can always catch some good music from Mr. Capizzo. No surprise, a run there. And Dick, why don't you give us our 3 stars here for Whaler player of the game.
As you said, when you lose big, it's always tough. But I'm going to go with my number 3 starter, Nick Yates, the center.
Yeah.
No miscues on the quarterback,
New quarterback.
getting the ball back to the quarterback. New quarterback over the center. Nick got all the centers back there. My number 2 star is going to go to number 6, Jeremy Jenkinson.
Yep.
He banged some people, had some nice runs, some nice hits.
The heart of a champion, no doubt, no quit.
And my number 1 star is going to go to the freshman quarterback, Burke Lombardi, who starting his first game, adverse conditions.
Love it.
Weather-wise, team-wise, he had a pretty good game for a freshman against a tough opponent here today.
Yeah, a couple of picks. One of them not his fault at all, but did come back with a touchdown throw here earlier in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you like to have more touchdown passes than interceptions, pick sixes, but it didn't work out that way here today.
And another run up the middle as Mashpee continues to use up some clock here. They definitely, if they called another timeout, would run out the clock. But the sticks keep moving here for the Falcons, as they have got to be close to almost 300 yards rushing.
Yeah, the first downs, which I sort of kept track of, 21 now for Mashpee, 9 for the Whalers.
Yeah.
And that's a telling fact there when you outdo 2-1.
Yeah, a lot of stats don't necessarily tell the tape, but that one does. And a fumble on the snap, on the handoff, and looks like Mashpee got able to get back on it.
Should have it, yeah. And if Mashpee has it, this could be the last play of the game, or second to last at the most.
Yep. So loss of about 4 brings up 2nd and 14, but moreover,
the coach is still coaching though for Mashpee. He's got his backup quarterback in there, so he's trying to get some pointers across to
Yeah, just a freshman as well, number 12, Anthony Foss for Mashpee. But we knew they were going to come in here and be tough. We did not think this would be as lopsided a score. Certainly a couple of pick sixes put double exclamation points on things. But
yeah, I thought it would be in the vicinity of last week's score against Carver.
Yeah.
So that
Mashpee will take a knee and in all likelihood run out the clock here. As Dick said, the Whalers fall to 1-2. Mashpee picks up their second win after the bye, so they are just 2-0. And extend the win streak over Nantucket to 8 games in a row. They haven't played them every year, but they have beaten them for 8 straight times. And they have got the Whalers number, and that will do it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that long because I was at the game when Nantucket did beat Mashpee.
Yeah.
But 8 years, that's a long time, a long winning streak, a long losing streak for the Whalers.
No doubt. Well, thanks very much for joining us here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. The final will be 40-7. The Mashpee Falcons put it to the Whalers here today. Thanks to our incredible crew. We've got Sophia Reese on the far camera, DC Collins doing a great job right here in front of us. Of course, Charles in charge, the brains of the op. Hammy Herr doing a great job with some great views from the field. And of course, Colby Lucas, who scored us the touchdown. He talked, didn't we?
Can I change my stars and get
Yes, Colby should be a star for sure. Hammy should get a star as well. Why not? There are all-stars for sure. And again, we hope the best for the referee that was injured during the game. He should be okay, though. And Dick, always a pleasure. Final thoughts here this afternoon.
Well, the Whalers got to regroup and get ready for next week for sure. But as I like to say, put a smile on your face each and every day, even laughing at yourself.
There you go.
I'm running out of voice here.
That's all right. We'll let you get to some chowder, perhaps.
Chowder!
And as the Falcons will celebrate their boat ride home, the Whalers, as you said, will regroup, but they don't have a whole lot of time to do it as the Sandwich Blue Knights come in here next weekend.
It's a short week.
Yeah, get in here next weekend for the homecoming game. So some emotions, obviously, with that. A special day for the seniors and their final homecoming. But we'll have to see if they can get some things going here again. A good first start for Burke Lombardi, and unfortunately on the losing end, but overall I think he held his composure, especially in the second half, and was able to come up with a touchdown to break the shutouts here. So we'll let you get going here. Again, many thanks to Colby Lucas for hanging out with us and freezing his butt off. He'll get back on the golf course and hopefully have some better weather on Monday. They are off to face, who do you guys face? Cape Cod Academy right here at home. So best of luck to all the Whalers as they get back in action after the weather delays and cancellations throughout the week. We've got an undefeated soccer team on both the boys and girls side, a great field hockey team. We hope to get up to the top of the hill and bring a couple of games to you. They're 3-1 on the season. And of course, we'll be back at it with some volleyball action continuing throughout the month. For our entire crew here at NCTV and NSC, thanks very much for joining us here. The final from Vito Capizzo Stadium, the Mashpee Falcons win 40-7. First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for three. Got it! Huge shot from Carp.